Hi guys, I'm Sarah. This is I Swear I'm Stitching. This is try number 5. My dog keeps barking. And I don't edit. It's not like a one-off little bark. It is like batshit crazy barking. I don't know what's going on with her today. I'm Sarah. This is I Swear I'm Stitching. Today is March 13th. It is Flosstube 51. I'm 2 weeks late, 1 day early. I usually record on Tuesdays. Last Tuesday I was working and just didn't feel up to it. I'm supposed to record tomorrow. It'll be my last recording until after surgery because my surgery is next Tuesday. I decided to do it today so I could do another video next Monday and finish up showing you my March Stitchy Madness. Excuse me. Okay. This is a floss tube about cross stitching, my main hobby. I also knit and I quilt. Don't do them both nearly as much as I cross stitch. There's no knitting. I do have one quilting project to show you. I rambled on about it last time. You'll probably get the very short condensed version this time. I can't remember what I said at the beginning of the last one. Thanks for coming by if you're new. Thanks for coming back if you're not new. I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you. I have one FO. It is my Moonlit owl from Mill Hill. I'm gonna seem like I'm so uninterested in it now. Like, there it is. Isn't it cute? Okay, that's it. Because I've talked about it like, what, 3 or 4 times now? I love it. It's cute. It's adorable. Look at the colors. Look at the shimmer. I'm gonna make it into a magnet. Usually I do ornaments to go on my door because it's magnetic. It's metal, whatever. And I'm gonna hang it up from the fall to the winter because he's not just a Halloween owl, baby. He's a like, fuck, even all year owl. He's so pretty. I love him. All right. Moving on. Now onto that stupid quilt. I'm making this. It's called Type It. Nope. Making it for my nephew, the one who I was making the vest for that I gave away because I freaking hated knitting it. And he's such a good kid, and I love him to death, and I decided that he needed something, so I'm making him a quilt. This paper color's red. I am frustrated with it. I didn't want to work on it. I thought I'd have it done by now. Now I'm talking really fast. Calm down, Sarah. Rein it in, girl. I thought I'd work on it more, but I didn't because I bought cheap fabric from Amazon, a jelly roll in random reds. Supposed to be a jelly roll, supposed to be 2.5 inches. The strips range from 2.5 to 2.75. I'm also using Moda Grunge in black. So in the Type It example, I currently do black and white colors, and then that's white. I'm doing reds and black. So the frustrating part was that, like I said, those are not equal sizes, and that made me mad. Some discrepancies are not so bad. Some are more, like I said, are actually 2.5, and some are pretty big. So I have to work with it, and it's annoying. And don't you dare bark, I swear to God, dog. Anyways, so what you do with this quilt is you take the main jelly roll, the big one, and then like the mini jelly roll, and you cut the mini jelly roll in half, and then you sew them together like this to make a loop. And then you cut the loop halfway between the colored section and 10 inches away from here, randomly, like that. Like this one's cut that far. This one's cut like a lot further, see? Okay, so that's how you get and then you sew them together. That's how you get the blacks are all the same length. That's how you get the varying layering. So I literally did just a few, and to stagger it, to make it random, I have them in this box, and I randomly draw in, and I pick a strip, and then if the strip matches what I've got on either side, I pick another strip. So this is what I've got so far. Very, very small strip. So see, reds, and then the black, and then the reds. Look at that. Anyway. There we go. That's what I got so far. And I will love it once it's done. I know it. And I'm still hoping to have it done before surgery. We'll see how that works out. Now on to the good stuff. What you're here for, the stitching. More Stitchy Madness is going on. So I'm doing it through Fandom Stitching. So you stitch on something every day for 16 days. And then, you know, the day 1, day 2 together compete. The winner moves on to the next bracket. And yada yada. I will be only doing it until day 20. So I'm stitching on everything. And then 4 things. This should make sense. So for the first day and second day, it was Black Sky against Spirits of the Dead. Black Sky got 200 stitches and Spirits of the Dead got 315. So Spirits of the Dead will move on. I'll work on that one more time before surgery. So this is my primitive hair, primitive needle, Black Sky. That's my crappy copy. Then I'm working on a nameless 18 count Ada from Stitch Me. I had space and then I moved stuff around and then the dog barked and I put stuff back. And yeah, I don't have space again. Okay. Here we go, my friends. First off, I do love the Stitch Me's Ada. Her and To Die For Fabrics Ada. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so here I go. This is what I've got so far. And what I mainly worked on was finishing the sun, border, and that sun in the middle. And longer arms. See on the pattern, the sun has like eyeballs or something going on. I'm not doing that. No, that's just a little too creepy for me. Almost too whimsical too for the piece, I think. But yeah, see the sun's supposed to be black, like this black border and the black and the angel. I didn't want it to be this big giant black blob, so I'm doing Night Stalkers Calling in Morticia. So that. I had my hair in a hat. I look like a hot mess. So I didn't want like the stark black. See, that's the DMC and that's the Morticia from Night Stalker Calling. And I absolutely love the way it's looking. I'm really, really happy that I didn't opt to do that big blob of a sun in dark black. So yeah. So that will go away for a while. Like I said, it competed with Spirits of the Dead and Spirits of the Dead and Spirits of the Dead one, so I'll be touching that one again. So Spirits of the Dead, this is from Modern Folk Embroidery. Do I have a picture of it in my bag? I do. I'm proud about that. It is on 32 count Belfast linen and shale from Picture This Plus. I'm using Silk for You in Winter Wonderland, and it's just 2/2. And that's what it will look like. And I did a lot of outlining the first 2 days with my projects. God, this fabric looks like it's too small. I'm like paranoid about all my fabrics lately being too small. So, oh, there it is. So words, which oddly enough, I hate working on words, but I got more of this done than my Black Sky and this one won. God, look at that purple thread. It's so pretty. And this light is doing nothing for this fabric. This fabric is definitely like a brown purple. There we go. Oh, I love it so much. In case you're stitching and not looking, it says, "Be silent in that solitude which is not loneliness, for then the spirits of the dead who stood in life before thee are again in death around thee, and their will shall overshadow thee. Be still." Edgar Allan Poe. And if you've been watching me or know me at all, you know I'm a big Poe girl. And it all stems from growing up with a dad who read me Edgar Allan Poe growing up. So Poe, and our favorite was the Raven, so ravens mean a lot to me. And I know a lot of cross stitch and art and things. It's hard to tell between a crow and a raven. So I have a lot of crow things as well. So, all right. So this one I'm moving over here because it is moving on to be stitched on again. And this is the last few projects for the first 16 days of March Stitchy Madness. So we'll go there. And then day 3 and 4 was Move Forward in Love against Nefertiti. And Move Forward in Love got 100 stitches and Nefertiti got 0. So Move Forward in Love won. Now Nefertiti, I did get some stitches on because she was day 4. So a few days before March Stitchy Madness started, I was able to put some stitches in her. It just, when the day came to work on her, it was a bad day and I was not having it. I just did not feel it. So this is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery again. Hey, did both my Modern Folk Embroidery? Ha! They did. Both my Modern Folk Embroidery pieces moved on to the next round. And I'm stitching on 32 count Lugana in Harvest Moon by Color and Cotton, 2/2. Oh, got some random threads. There it is. It's so pretty. And I'm mad because I can't find my red in my stash anywhere. So I've been having to go around all and not do the red bits. Like there's red like berry flower things, that red section there. It's driving me nuts. And maybe it's in one of the last 3 projects I'm working on because it's not in any of the projects I've worked on up to then. But anyways. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And if you notice random things like how it maybe look like I'm working randomly on it. Like there's just these random yellow and pink flowers worked on over here in yellow. It's because I'm also working these into the weeklies for fandom stitching. Like one challenge was stitching yellow, so I did a bunch of yellow. Oh, what is that? What did I stitch on? I'm just noticing where I pulled out stuff that I had stitched before. I was trying to remember what it was, and I'm pretty sure it was that black work, like not poisonous plants or something. So now I will put this onto the pile to move on, because again, it won that round. And then it was up against Nefertiti, which I didn't work on, but I got some stitches on her. I got some color put into her before March Madness started. And this is artwork by Mandy Mazzano, and I'm using 25 count easy count Lugana, 2/1 10 stitch. Look at this fabric. It's so huge. I think it's got lipstick on it. Oh well. It's full coverage. It'll be covered. All right. Did I do green? Where's green in there? Oh yeah, okay, so anyways. So there it is, and I did some color in the little top. I will show you what she looks like. I do not have a printout of her. I do, but it's small and black and white, and you cannot appreciate this gorgeous woman in black and white. That's insane. Look at that beautiful lady. Oh. And I'm working on the top right there in the middle. See, this is why I'm not good with technology. Okay, so see that? There we go. There we go. Amazing to me how I recognize. I know what that is when I'm stitching. I'm like, I know what part of her hat thing this is. But yeah, so I put some brown in, some gold, some green, some blue. Definitely slower stitching because it's confetti. Oh, and you cannot tell. I put in a bunch of cream, and you can't see it at all. Maybe you can a little bit, like right there, all around. It's a huge chunk for me, anyways, of this cream color all around. So I did a lot of that. Yeah, and then when it came time to work on her during Madness, Again, it was a bad day. I wasn't feeling it. And I knew you only get 1 point for every 100 stitches. And I was like, well, she's 10 stitch. So in order to get any points for her, I have to do 210 stitches. And I'm already tired and blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. We all have those days. But again, I'm glad she got some work done in her before surgery. She did get touched at least once. And then day 5 and 6 was Seasons of the Heart Winter against Monster Wonder Whale. Seasons of the Heart got 203 stitches. Monster Wonder Whale got 213, so it was a close race, but Monster Wonder Whale won, and we'll be moving on to the next round. So this is my Seasons of the Heart, which I don't have a picture of. Seasons of the Heart from the Blue Flower. I'm doing it 32 count Lugana and plush for Fortnite Fabrics. There we go. 2/2. Kind of wish I'd done it 1/1. I think it would have worked on this because it's a pretty tight Lugana. I don't dislike the way it looks, but I think it would have looked more delicate 1/1. But I love that fabric. It's so pretty. I love Fortnite Fabrics too. Everything, I think I've worked on 2 or 3 things by them, and it's all been great. I really like Lugana. So that, like I said, did not win. Will not be moving on. But my Wonder Whale from Alforce, Monster Wonder Whale from Alforce Embroidery will be moving on to the next round. I am loving this project. It's 2/2 on 32 count. Whatever linen came in this kit, using the hand-dyed threads that came in the kit. And do you remember last time I was paranoid that the fabric was too small? And Julie from Kansas City Girl Colorado World told me how she's never had any problems with it, but she knows people have had problems with it being too small. So I counted and counted and counted and counted and counted again, and it should fit. Should fit. There it is. That's what I got so far. I feel like I did so much more than I did. But I'm really, really enjoying the thread. I did more than I thought I did because look, can you see the echo of where I stitched like a big chunk of stuff and it was over by 1. It was off by 1, so I had to rip that out. So that's why it feels like I stitched more than I did. I ripped that out and I was like, I'm not stitching that again. And I moved over and started filling in here. It's such pretty thread, you guys. I'm gonna show you the threads real quick. And I'm not having any trouble with them like knotting up or fraying or being a general pain in the ass to work with. So far they are enjoyable. I just have one complaint. I'll show you that in a second. My blue got all twisted up. How in the hell did I do that? Anyways, okay, so there. Look how pretty those are. That one's hiding. Okay, I have 2 complaints. I thought from this picture that orangey red, see those would be darker, like in the right there. And so far, there doesn't seem to be that much really dark sections. I'm sure it'll be fine. But my only real complaint is these 2 colors, when like next to each other, they look pretty different. But when I stitch them up, they look very similar. So that's a little disappointing. But not too bad. Not enough to bother, like really bother. I'm just kind of like, oh, like I want to try another color, so I reach for one of these. And I'm like, it's basically working the same color. So like I said, not enough to really make me mad or hate with stitching on it. I really, really do enjoy stitching on it. And I am very much looking forward to stitching on it again. Gotta put that in the move on pile. And then I told you, or I touched just about everything. The next day, day 7 and day 8 was Perky Lion versus Flowers and Pumpkin. Perky Lion got 124 stitches. Flowers and Pumpkin got the most stitches of anything. It got 400. I remember I worked on that at work. It was a really slow day at work. That's the only reason it got so much. It was a really freakishly slow day. So Flowers and Pumpkins will move on. But it's a shame because, oh man, do I freaking love Perky Lion. Okay, So this is an upside down. This is a picture from Marumi Crafts, Marumi Designs. Her picture's upside down on her page. So that's, I'll turn it over for you, but it just does that. So there you go. There he is. Oh my God, look how cute he is. Like, I love him so much. I love him so much. And I am using 36 count linen in pumpkin pie from Stitch Me, 1/1, using Night Stalker's Calling and Bog of Eternal Stench. Oh, it's so fun. It is such a fun, it's fun to stitch, and the colors are so fun, and this fabric is so beautiful. Like, it is just as bright as it looks on my screen. It is such a bright, fun color. And the Bog of Eternal Stench. Oh, let me show you. The Bog of Eternal Stench. It was in my Labyrinth box, obviously. Look at this pretty thread. Look at those colors. I know some of them get lost on the thread, on the fabric, like that orangey red there. And some of them are really light, and so they get kind of blend in over there. But I'm loving it so much. So much. I really wish this had one. But I am also really glad that I'm doing March Stitchy Madness, because it's giving me a chance to touch everything, and that makes me so happy. Because it reminds me how much I love 97% of my projects. All right, and then this is Flowers and Pumpkin. It's from a Punch Needle and Primitive Fall 2022 magazine. Do I not have a picture? There it is. Not going to do the flowers and pumpkin words. And I just went with the color ideas and picked my own fancy flosses. It is 1/1 on 36 count Weeks Dye Works. I have no idea what this fabric is called, if it even has a name. But it's a very fun stitch. And I got so much done at work that one day because it was freaking dead. Oh, so pretty. I love it so much. And these are the colors I'm using. Classic Colorworks, General Arts, Classic Colorworks, and Classic Color. I really like Classic Colorworks. Let's see, I picked my own colors for the outside of the pumpkin, the greenery of the flowers and pumpkin, the blue of the flowers, and then the pumpkin itself. So, yeah. Look how pretty, it's all bundled together, look how pretty those are. Oh. They make me so happy. And look how my needle minder is perfect for this project. Pumpkin. I'll show you again because I just love it so much. And I'm very excited it's moving on. It will be, I believe, the last thing I work on. Yeah, the 20th. So I might not actually get much done on it since it's the day before surgery. My husband and I will be going to a hotel the night before. But that day, I should have all my stuff together. I may be able to stitch on a little bit before we head out. But there it is. Oh, it's so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Toss this bad boy in the work on it again pile. All right, and then that's it. Everything else that's versus each other, I'll tell you who wins and everything like that. But they're not moving on to any other brackets because after that, I won't be stitching. So let's see. Next was Egypt Garden by Chatelaine versus Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. My Egypt Garden got 110 stitches roughly. I'll explain that. And then Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow got 212. So technically Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow won. All right. So this is my Egypt Garden. My Chatelaine. My fancy, fancy Chatelaine. Which will look like this. And I absolutely friggin' adore it. It is fucking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my God. But as you've heard me say, I did not enjoy stitching on it. I hate that middle section. That middle section, that tiny ass little middle section, that I don't know why I enlarged it, it's blurred, you can't tell shit. I didn't hate it until I got to those freaking fish that call for 1/1 metallic. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. So I did like 2 of these fish, 1/1 metallic. Hated it. Drove my eyes crazy. I wanted to rip everything out. I hated working on it. So I finished those. And then I stitched blue. So I only really counted the blue because halfway through the fish, I said, fuck it. And I started just doing 10 stitch with the fish because it's so small, you can't tell. All it does is just look freaking shiny, right? All it does, can you tell which ones are half stitches in the fish and which ones are full stitches? No, neither can I. Oh, the arrow's pointing. Not that it matters, but the arrow's pointing that way. So yeah, so that was maddening. But anyways, this is on 32 count vintage country mocha, 2/2, 1/1, specialty stitches, whatever is called for in the pattern. I'm doing it all. So I mainly finished those freaking fish. It's done. I will no longer dread working on this project. After surgery, and when it comes time to stitch on this, I'm going to hopefully love it so much more because those goddamn fish are done. And I haven't looked further in the pattern, but God, I hope there's not any more 1/1 metallic. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so I did basically all that outline of blue. So yeah, there's my chatelaine. She is going. This is just. Okay, so here she is. And now it's gone, my picture, because that's what I do. Oh, there's my kid. What a cutie pie. Okay, so that's the outline here. So that's gonna be a big ass piece. Because look at that. See what the outline is? And then all that more I have to do. Jesus. It's so much. It's going to be so pretty and worth it though. And I'm really looking forward to getting outside the water. I cannot wait to do those pyramids. And then we had Halloween at Hawker & Hollow. This is my Carriage House samplings. It is on 18 count Ada. To Die for Fabrics in Ashen Tan, 1/1. And I worked mainly some more on the mermaid block. So here's the whole thing together that I've got so far. This is such a nice Ada. Such a nice Ada. And I worked on the mermaid block. Like I said, it was only like, what, 100 and something stitches? Oh, 212. 212? I'm like, what did I stitch on? I stitched on more of the dirt and the chest and the coral. I love it. I was hoping to get the mermaid done, but life, she's been a busy lately, guys. She's gonna get even busier. And then I had, we're almost to the end of this current batch. I have my Zelda Wreath up against my Humbug. Zelda Wreath got 101 stitches. Humbug got 263, so Humbug won. But here is my Zelda Wreath. It is by Sarah Bauman of Needleminder Layer. It's on 18 count Ada and Khaki, 2/1. I'm using Sullivan's for the black and hating every freaking stitch of it. So I am not a Sullivan's fan. It does seem thicker than DMC and Anchor. I find Anchor and DMC do exactly the same. Everyone else who has heavier Anchor, they're lucky. Mine has all been the same. So not worth using. But the Sullivan seems thicker, so I don't know. Maybe if I didn't hate working with it so much, I might try using it 1/whatever, but I hate working with it. Anyways, I got some more work on Princess Zelda down there, and then I did a bunch of the outlining in black. I was trying to, who am I kidding? There's no way I was going to finish outlining the black, but that's what I'm trying to focus on while stitching this so that I can do the fill-in. I'm going to focus on the black and then the little motifs to fill in the green, and then I can just have that green fill in, and I'll see the red fill in up there on that big old bow. Look how cute that is. Little Christmas Zelda, little Christmas Link. And I'm working with this. I'm doing this as a stitch along with Steph from I Swear I'm Stitching. That's me. From Total Stitch Show. We are not the same person. I love her to death, but we are not the same person. So I'm doing this for my husband because he's the big Zelda guy. He's probably, Zelda and Final Fantasies are probably his favorite games. And the ones I enjoy watching him play the most. Though he is currently replaying Chrono Cross. Man, it's got me wanting to play it, you guys. I loved Chrono Cross so much. If I start playing games again, then I'm screwed. I'll have no time for anything. Ugh. Anyways. The other project I worked on was Humbug from Hello from Liz Matthews. This is a black and white color copy. It's from the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol book from Black Needle Society's Nice List a while ago. And I'm using 32 count crappy linen from Fangirl Fibers. It's hard, stiff stuff, which 2/2 is another one where I wish I had done 1/1 because for a 32 count, it's pretty tight. And my stitches look like hot garbage. And it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's still not too big. I'll still turn that into a pillow for my dough bowl. Because I hate the stitches, so it's just going to be a dough bowl thing I can pop in the pillow. I can pop in the dough bowl. Anyways, I worked on this color. This there. I think this one. I think I did 4 leaves. But there it is. It's cute, and I like the greenery. And the fabric is not that bad to work on once it's in the Q-snap. It's definitely not a favorite, though. Like, I wouldn't seek it out and buy it. And that brings us up to day 15. And today is day 16. So today I'll be working on Polar Bear Pack. And then tomorrow will be the Soulmate Stitch for my daughter. They'll go up against each other. Again, doesn't matter who wins because nothing's moving on. But I did start working on Polar Pack today. It's from Plum Street Samplers. Look at those cute polar bears. Using 32 count Lugana and Aquarius by Stitch Me. I'm doing 1/2. And it has one of my favorite colors in it. It has my classic Colorworks Licorice Red. Look at all that. I think I may save that for last. Or maybe not. You know, because I really hate fucking white. So maybe I'll alternate between the white and the red. So I'll be like, yay, yay. But this is what I got so far. Like I said, I just picked it up before I started recording, and I just got a little more of the black border done. That's actually pretty damn accurate for that color of the fabric. So pretty. And there's my licorice red. Oh, so pretty. I'm really enjoying working on this. I tell you, I really like Lugana. The more I stitch, the more I like Lugana. And when it comes to linen, the Belfast linen I like. But you can't get, like, not that I can find. Is there a 36 count Lugana anywhere? I haven't been able to find any. If I want something smaller than 32 count. I don't know. I really like, maybe I'll start sticking to 32 count Lugana. So pretty. So that's what I'm going to work on a little bit later. And then also want to work on my nephew's quilt. See how that goes. So that's it, guys. That's my stitching. Woo! So what I have left to do, I have my Platonic Soulmates piece for my daughter, Buenaventura Morning Sampler, and then the flying lessons. Those are the last 3 things I'll work on for this round of, I got text. March Stitchy Madness. That text threw me off. And then I'll work on Spirits of the Dead again, Move Forward in Love again, Monster Wonder Whale again, and Flowers and Pumpkin again. And then I'm done stitching for, I don't know how long. We'll see how long I can't handle it. So, oh, that was a lot. That's March Stitchy Madness, fandom stitches. What else? Okay, so we'll go on to haul. Did I mention it last time that I wasn't feeling so great? And then when I don't feel so great, I spend money. And so I joined frickin' Floss Fix Fat Quarters. I don't even use that much fancy floss. It's like, I guess I got to up my game and start using it. But I got my first shipment March. I don't know how long I'll keep it for. It's like, I don't know, camera. It's like, what, 15 bucks? I may do it for like the year, or at least a few months. And I got 6 colors. And I'm kind of like, because I got bamboo, which I never wanted. I never buy it because I'm like, it's just white, basically. I'll use regular white. I don't want to spend extra money for hand-dyed white. But here they are. This, and this are gorgeous. This one is so fun because it goes from pink to purple to like peachy. And this is like a yellow and then white. Oh, I'm not going to bother reading you the colors because you. But those are them. So yeah, so that's my first Floss Fix. And then I had such a sweet viewer, and I'm gonna say her name. I didn't ask if I could, but Tess, thank you so much. She sent me she sent me a gift card to 123 Stitch and wishing me good luck on my surgery. And I got that package literally just a few minutes ago, so I'll share what I bought. I bought some things that have been on my wish list for a while, and I bought a couple things I'm like currently obsessed with. I'm obsessed with the Quirky Quakers, so I bought some of those. And so we'll start here. I got Moss and the Moon from Tiny Modernist. This has been on my wish list for like a while. Look at the mushrooms. Oh, so excited about that. And then I got the Dead Sea Mermaid from Meridian Designs. I love that she has green skin. Guys, I love mermaids. You know that, don't you? I would like to one day have a tattoo sleeve of mermaids. Look at her. Is that a sword? Does she have a sword or a wand? What is that? Oh, it's a spear. Oh shit, she's got beads. Ah, crap, and she's got Krynic. I have a bunch of Krynic. I have a bunch of leftover Mill Hill beads. Maybe I have the right kind. We'll find out. But like I'm getting to her anytime soon. But look at her. That purpley tail with the red in it and the freaking green skin. Yes. And then I got the Willow tree sampler. I had this on my... I feel like I had this on my wish list forever. When did it come out? Let's say 2007. Honestly, I know it's the Willow tree sampler. I know what a big part of samplers is putting the name of the people who made them, right? And I assume that Hannah Lane, April 1856 was when it was first done. I will probably leave that out because I just don't care enough. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. History, schmistery. No, I'll probably fill it in. I love those little birdies. And then I got HL's Moth by Kathy Barrick. I have wanted that for a couple of years. Look how pretty. I know, it's white. Ugh. Why white, Sarah? Why white? Or taupe. Did they end up using taupe? Okay, JMC. Green, gold, brown, brick, red, taupe. Yes, it's probably taupe. But just face it, that's white. It's so pretty. And then again, because I'm obsessed with Quirky Quakers, I got 2 Quirky Quakers. I got Quirky Quaker Butterfly and Quirky Quaker Whale. Because I wanted to get things that I could put in my dough bowl for the summer. Cute. And these are so small and fun that they are great excuses to use up fancy flosses. This one actually calls for chili pepper, classic color, which I know I have. And hickory sticks, I'm not sure I have, but I know I have a brown. And this one's just like color and cotton, seashell, and Poseidon. I know I don't have those because I don't have very many color and cottons, but that's just like, this is gray and like a taupey color. So I know I got those. I know I can use fancy flosses in that. Isn't he cute? I love whales. I like the little tails. And of course the pretty little butterfly. So yeah, thank you, Tess, so much. I mean, it's like, I was so touched. I literally almost cried. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I was so touched. I don't expect anything from anybody. And just the fact that anyone cares is amazing to me. Like I said, I've met such amazing people in this community. And I'm not saying that just because they give me stuff. Like, even the people who just text me every now and then, And then there's like the bigger people you fangirl about. Like when Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World texts me on Instagram, I'm like, oh, what? She's so nice and down to earth. She's a freaking human being. But you know, I'm like, ha. So just, you know, a fangirl. Anyways, what else? That's my haul. So now I'll talk about life. Why not? Get to that. First off, I want to say I listened to 2 podcasts recently. I listened to Moonrise, and I'm currently listening to Presidential. They're by, I forget her name, Lillian Cunningham from the Washington Post. And I got those recommendations from old YouTube Flosstubes from 3 Trail Stitchers. I'm a completionist, and I go back, I find, like, I watch kind of a recent video of somebody, like half of one, and if I'm like, yes, I like them, I stop and go back to the beginning and start from the beginning. So that's why if you've got years worth of floss tubes and you're all of a sudden like, why is a person hearting a floss tube from like 3 years ago? It's me. I'm the problem. I'm the one doing it because I am a completionist. And I'll leave comments and I'm like, why am I leaving a comment? This is like 3 years old and they're probably done with this project, or they've given up on this project. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's who I am. So I still have a lot to catch up on. But one of the earlier ones, she talked about those podcasts, and I've been really enjoying them. I really liked Moonrise. I'm really enjoying Presidential because she doesn't just talk about like their presidency and like give you all the information you already know. She takes different looks at different parts of their life sometimes not even very much about their actual presidency. It's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it, and I'll probably stop enjoying it once we hit Clinton, because that's when my child brain, teenage brain, started actually paying attention to president stuff. So I'm like, I might not care that much, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so I've been doing that. And then let's see, what's been going on? I had my plastics appointment. That went well. It could have been done over the phone. Kind of mad I drove 2 hours for it because literally, excuse me, his knees. Bless me. I put a smock on, and then I took my arms out, and they went, does this hurt? And I said no, and they said, okay, put your shirt back on. It's like, and then my plastic surgeon came in, told me all the ways I could die, but probably won't. And then I signed consent forms. I'm like, it's a 2-hour drive, you guys. I got a hotel the night before because this appointment was at 8 a.m. I could have done this over like video call, like I did with my anesthesiologist the week before. But I did get my special soap for the night before, the morning of. So I guess they probably could have called that into a pharmacy. Anyways, so that was taken care of. And then I had blood work done to make sure that they're concerned about like my blood cell counts and things because of the anemia, but it's all fine. It's all good. So yeah, if nothing goes wrong, if nothing comes up with insurance, I should be having surgery next Tuesday. Okay, what else? I had a mammogram. I squished my boobs. Boobs are good. No cancer. No mysterious lumps. They're good. And then let's see. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Wednesday, my kid turns 18 in April, and for their birthdays, I only have 2 kids. My son's birthday last year, we had a day, got him breakfast, lunch. He wanted a pedicure. We went and got pedicures. We went to the movies. Then we went out to dinner. It's like a day just for him. So my daughter's turning 18. So for her day, she wants to go to an arcade. I probably won't be able to do much though, because I really only like skee ball, and I'm not sure I'll be able to do this action 2 weeks after surgery. We'll see. Breakfast, hit up a coffee shop, probably I think she wants to go to a thrift store, I'm not sure. And then she wants to get a tattoo. So she wants to get words. She wants to get, and the universe said you are, no. You are. And the universe says I love you because you are love. I think that's how it goes. It's from Minecraft. I didn't know until recently that Minecraft, like a couple years ago, my kid's been playing for years, and then a couple years ago I found out that it's actually a beatable game. And then when you beat it, there's a poem some guy wrote, and it's actually kind of a nice poem. I read it the other day after my kid told me what she wanted the tattoo to be, and let me see if I can find it for you guys. Minecraft poem. It says, oh, where'd it go? Where is it? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm falling down a rabbit hole. Here we go. Okay. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. You are stronger than you know. You are the daylight. You are the night. The darkness you fight is within you. The light you seek is within you. You are not alone. I love you because you are love. So she wants, and the universe said, I love you because you are love. She wants that tattooed on her. It's actually a really cool poem to have at the end of a kid's game. It's really, I think, like empowering. It's kind of nice. So she wants that and maybe a little flower. But she wanted it kind of like how I have my tattoo of words, which has been burned. Yeah, it's got a cigarette burn on it. God, I sound like white trash. My tattoo's done got a cigarette burn. Yeah, it's I Carry Your Heart. It's what was read at the E.E. Cummings poem they read at my husband and I wedding. She wanted it like that. And I was like, baby, 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 baby. That's a lot of words. It's gonna be like this big and it's gonna blur together and like crap. So me and my work friend were telling her how she should get it down like, you know, like this or like this, like that. And she didn't like that at all. And then we found online someone had text around their wrist, like a bracelet. And she really liked that. So we have a consult Wednesday to see about what the tattoo artist thinks, size, typeface, that kind of thing. And then hopefully they will have space available. Hopefully they'll work it out, figure something out for her, and have space for her on her birthday date to have it done. Because my son's freaking pedicure cost me a lot more money than I thought it was going to cost for both of us to have pedicures. So when she said she wanted a tattoo, I'm like, well, that tattoo shouldn't cost much more, honestly, than the pedicures. And that tattoo is going to last a lot longer than those pedicures did. So I'm all for it. So that's exciting. And part of me wants to take a bunch of my mermaid pictures and be like, can you make, I want a sleeve, like just a half sleeve. I don't want a full sleeve. Like just like a bunch of mermaids. Like, can you meld all these pictures together for me? But I'm not gonna be able to get tattoos for a while because obviously I'm having surgery from here to here, and I want to go all the way around. I have to fully heal, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. But I am so jealous of my kid. So she was either gonna do that or get an industrial piercing. So she's leaning more. I'll fix my piercing while I'm at it. So I think she's leaning more towards a tattoo. So we got that going on. Then yesterday I took my son to see the 1990, the best version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm such an old fart that I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, is that Sam Rockwell? Oh my gosh, I didn't know he was in that. He's just a baby. He's older than I am. I'm 42. He's like 54. I was like, oh my God, he's such a baby. And it's just such a fun, cheesy movie. My son friggin' loved it. It was great. I love taking him to movies. They're showing Land Before Time in a couple weeks, but I don't think I can handle seeing that in the theater. I'd cry too much. Yeah, I won't see that. So that's life. I had my last week of work this week. It's not even a full week because I'll be taking half a Wednesday off because I have to take my daughter's, do that tattoo consult with my daughter, and then drive back to Columbus again for a CAT scan, because I asked when I went for my surgery consult, I asked about it's called a fleur-de-lis. I'm going to show you some skin. If you don't want to see some fat lady skin, you close your eyeballs. But I had gastric bypass surgery, and so I have all this extra skin. See? And there's even more down here. Like, that's my underwear, but this is all extra skin. So I talked to him about having a fleur-de-lis, which is the bottom part up into here, and takes this off. So you can look now if you don't want to see skin. But I have a lump from my second C-section. I had my two kids a year, a month, and a week apart, and I had C-sections with both of them. So she did the cutting right on the scar of the first C-section. And so the second C-section, a big ball came up. I thought it was an infection. I freaked out. And when I saw her, she said, no, that's just like a fat lump. Like fat had like deposited back into a big lump, and it shrunk down, and now it's like this little nodule. And my plastic surgeon wants to make sure it's not a hernia. I've had it, my kid's turning 18 in April. I've had it for 18 years. It's never hurt. It's never bothered me. It's never anything. But he wants to make sure it's not hernia. So I have to have a CAT scan in Columbus. I'm so sick of driving to Columbus, you guys. And then I have to drive to Columbus again the next week for my surgery. And then Columbus again the week after that for, you know, the follow-up after surgery. So it's a lot of driving. But anyways, so I've got that going on. But that's Wednesday night. So I'm only working half a day on Wednesday, and then I'll work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm done until May. I want to say I'm done forever, but I'm probably not. I wanted to quit while I was off, but I probably won't. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Wow, that was a long one. I'm so sorry. It was a lot to talk about stitching wise, and then of course, you know me, I'm a rambler. I don't think I have anything else life related. Me, kids, husband, dogs. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. So I'll see you next Monday, where there'll be a lot less projects. There will be, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. There'll be 8. So about half the projects. So it should be quicker. It should be. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by, you guys. I hope you had fun, and I hope you enjoyed the visit, and I hope to see you again. Bye.